What's up there guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Derail Valley. So this is part 2 of our continued journey, so please do grab yourself a drink, let's hit the rails. Alright, away we go. So, next stop is Food Factory in town. So this switch doesn't matter because we're coming in from this direction. This switch does. In the Food Factory in town, where we're going into D2I, so while I'm just keeping one eye on the speed that we're doing here, we'll look at Food Factory in town. We'll be coming in from this direction, so we want to be head up there into D, and we're on the centre one, which hopefully doesn't have any traffic on it. D2I. Yeah, alright. Getting a move on then. We're on our way. Yeah, 30 here. Let's get some of that brake off. Let the dynamic do its job overall. Yep, there's the rest of our bad boy. So our next drop-off is those gasoline cars. And we should have 10 of them. I didn't even check, you know. So we've got a black one there at that end. So I'm assuming that's Col 44. And then, yeah, well, we'll find out, won't we, when we get there. We can't do anything about it now, so. To be honest with you, all I did is load the cars. And we did count them in the last episode, so we haven't just done it sort of without a single care in the world. But I trust that what we've done is correct, you know? You've got to trust yourself to a certain degree. Once we're around all this windy bit, we'll still need to go around some more windy bits before we get to Food Factory in town. Yeah. A lot of maybe arduous driving at this point, but what's our speed limit? 60. Let's use the brake off then. Right, so there's military base. You can actually see that D6 with the helicopters. Alright, so from our digital clock we can see it's actually just coming up to evening time. So it's probably going to be dark by the time we arrive at our final destination. Well, without a doubt. Not it's probably going to be, it's definitely going to be. Wonder if we can see what the speed limit is over there. Not quite yet. Probably have to be a bit closer. Probably the sign hasn't spawned in yet. Right, so we've got 70, so that's good. There's another speed there, by the looks of things. Is that 40, it looks like, yeah. Yeah, we're just managing it. Whoa, that's a steep one. Mind you, it will be because we are heading for the circular thing. If you don't know what I mean, we might see it when we arrive. It's kind of a... This track goes round. So if we come this way and we wanted to go here, we'd have to come up here and go around. And it kind of curls either up or down, I think. Down it'll be. So we're coming here and down here. So this is obviously going to be downhill, isn't it? Look at how steep it is. Leveling off a little bit now, but still. Alright, so this track coming here is going to meet with us pretty quickly, pretty soon. But we are on a very steep decline now. This is beautiful. Beautiful. Ah, there's the connection. All brakes are off. But yeah, this is quite a slow part. I mean, what's the time limit on this one? So it's 69 and 64. So this is actually a shorter time limit for this one. What about this one? This is hold on, I missed one there. We've got this one's quite an expensive pair. 89, a nice, well, not expensive, sorry, a high pair. And then lower paid ones is Harbour Military Base, sorry, not Harbour, Machine Military Base, and then these ones which are decently paid but not anything to sort of kick up a fuss about. Okay, not too sure what speed limits we're facing here, but speed is creeping up. Well, actually, we're on an incline now, which I'm sure is going to be met by a decline again here. Ah, here's the bridge. 60 limit. But we are going into a fairly tight right. We're not a million miles away from Food Factory in town now, so good progress. But yeah, heavy decline, almost into the red there. I wonder whether this thing, it does matter which way it's pointing though, because it is sideways on there. So how does it measure? Because if it measures front and back, and that's the direction it's got to be facing, then it needs to be facing us for it to work properly. I wonder if its physics are programmed like that. Interesting. So we do have a switch coming up here where we're going to be obviously taking the right. We need to get some brakes on here though, because we are not going slow. Oh, this is a triangle switch. Oh yes, of course it is. Yeah, of course it is. We already knew that. Again, very good progress here. Gaining a bit of speed again, just bring it under control. And yeah, there's the higher sort of track there. So that one circles round to meet where we've just sort of gone past up there, where the track came together outside of the tunnels. We're heading into what looks like another tunnel here. And at the other side of this, we should be very close to Food Factory in town, ready for this next drop-off. I've really grown to love this dynamic brake though. I'm sorry, I know it's a bit of a strange thing to say, but like it's just so useful. I mean, it's just holding us now at the right speed. It's like it's not a problem. I mean, obviously you've got to keep an eye on it. Okay, we are approaching food factory in town. Yeah, obviously at the end of this run we're going to have to manually service these trains. But the thing is one thing that we do need to note is the fact that we're going to be able to get our paint in Machine Factory in town. So that's going to be awesome. So we're going to be able to paint our DM3 and DH4 that we're in the process of restoring. How much money have we got now? So we've got 609,000. So we're well on our way to doing really well here. We've only dropped off one order so far, so yeah, bring it on. So there's A yard. It is D, isn't it? Yeah, D2I. So there shouldn't be anything on this piece of track. Yeah, and there is nothing. So after we've dropped this off, we're going to have 4 orders left. Is it worth peeling the D6 off the back here and putting it on to the rest of the train? It could be worth doing still. Because we do have a free lane here that we could use, we could utilise. So it looks like the excavators are just about to come in, and then that's followed by the gasoline. So it's the gasoline that's going here. Got another D6 and D2 off to the side here. It's very difficult to tell how far along they are. This is going to be one of those play it by ear things. In fact, we'd be better off going too far and having to pull them back if necessary, instead of having to push the entire train forward more. Right, brakes are on. Come on, baby, be in. We only needed about another half car length, so... Yeah, I'm shutting this one down. Yes. Oh, no time bonus. Wow, that is rather shocking if you don't mind me saying. But still, 653 so far. Right, let's get back to what we call the main event over here. Up there. Over here. Where is it? Right. Here we go. Okay, we are moving. We are going on to excavator land. We're going to be dropping off at B2I here. B2I. What is going on here? Okay, there's something not right here. We are downhill. Or does that mean uphill? No, that means uphill. Come on, baby, don't be giving no nonsense. Let's just check. Make sure everything's alright. Yeah. Just listening for hissing sounds and stuff like that. So if we had that D6 on the back now... Actually, you know what? Let's get the slug on. Because... our remote can be switched off. We should be hearing it. Why are we not hearing it? Do you know what? I feel like we've made a mistake leaving that D6 behind. I feel like we're going to struggle. In fact, we're losing speed. Okay, hold on. Does this slug want to play ball or not? Okay, because when we put this dynamic brake on, we should hear it. I can't hear it. Let's try again. Wow, we are wasting so much time here. This is actually ridiculous. Okay, you know what? Never leave home without a second D6 at the back. Because I don't understand how you can have two D6s which are working at the front via remote connection, but as soon as you try to bring the slug then involved by switching off the remote, it just doesn't work. Why is that? We've tested it before, it worked. Sorry, D6, all is forgiven. And please forgive us for leaving you behind. Whoa. Steady on there, cowboy. quickly up to 60, that. We don't want to derail, like, I mean, we do have another D6 over there, but we don't have our tools to change the remote over to a different loco. And I don't know how far down this, I don't know how far down this train is down the track here. Yeah, look at how quickly it's slowing down without any brakes. No brakes on. This is a climb, this, and it's not something that I accounted for. I can't remember this bit being this steep. Obviously, the times we come through, I think we've gone the other way. Could be wrong. Can't remember how many times we've been through a machine factory in town now. Don't roll back. Can't see a single thing here. Wow. Right, receiving forward, that's good. This needs to be off. Get that independent brake off as well. Right. Okay, it's just after midnight, with a friend on the end. It sounds like we're making progress. Yeah, we can hear her doing the thing at the back there. Okay, let's, yeah. Now that we've got that traction sorted out, okay, next stop, Iron Ore Mine West B2I. So, let's have a look. B is literally down the middle. 2I is here. Yeah, B2I, just checking it again, B2I. And then we're going to be off to Machine Factory in town. There's one switch that's not labelled here. I'm sure it's not switched, so it's the one where the secret is, where we got the micro shunter from. So our first stop is military base, so we want to be from Machine Factory here, going past this so straight on here into D, and then when we get here we want all this switch to go this way to reverse down there. Yeah, I think one thing that we'll do is park the slug up and just disconnect it. If it's going to be temperamental... I've never known it be temperamental though, so I don't know whether there's some problem with it or whatever. But I feel a lot better having an extra D6 on the end, or even potentially 2 extra D6s on the end. Just makes life so much easier playing this game. And I'd rather just pay the costs. I mean, it's going to cost us maybe 100,000 to service, maybe as much as that. It'd probably be less than that, to be fair, because once we do manual service it's probably about half. I think it was only 30,000 last time, so you know, it's not the end of the world. I think when we get back to Harbour Town, or if we head up north again, we'll grab that other D6 from the military base, see if there's any jobs there in fact, and then bring it back, get them all manually serviced. So we'll be approaching Iron Ore Mine West in just a sec. We're going into B2I. There's 60 limit coming in here. So yeah, we're just on dynamic brake at the moment. Just keeping us where we need to be. So the last time we came out of this tunnel, we were reversing and we smashed straight into the poor little micro shunter. So here we go, straight in here, obviously just at speed. Got excavators to drop off here. There's always a steam train here. Always that steam train. Actually, how many cars is this? It might be a bit of a challenge getting this to... Yeah, it's 13. I think that's got to be just about it there. Wow, so close. Right, we are going to disconnect this. Right, D6. I think you've served your purpose, and I know we've said this already, but I'd say that's it, surely. It's bang on it, come on. No time bonus, but 64 will do. I'm a bit gutted about these time bonuses, but anyway. Right, yeah. Right, let's move. Okay, got there in the end. Okay, we got a 40 coming up for this switch. Fine. We know this part of the track now. Just ease back. Yeah, we got a downhill. Right, what was the time for this? 77, so we won't have a time bonus for this because the other one was longer, 84. Alright, these last two are both going into different tracks as well. So the military one is E3I. Just ease back on that power a sec. So machine factory in town, E3I. Perfect. So the thing about this is, I fell through the floor in here a couple of episodes ago. I don't want to be falling through the floor again into no man's land. Alright, here we are. So he's back on that power. Time is it here? 5 o'clock in the morning, so we've been driving all the way through the night. Yeah, it's been a long one, this one, and maybe not the best in terms of the amount of time that it took us. I think the machine factory part, obviously the ending being here and being able to buy our paint is great, but in terms of the rest of it, obviously we missed a number of time bonuses. We got the helicopter time bonus, which is great because that was a nice big chunky one, but I guess it's not the end of the world. It's been a great drive, so really enjoyed the challenge. Okay, so obviously we've got a shorter train now. Don't have any D6s on the back, so we're going to be using the external camera, I guess, in order to get us into the military section here. Then we'll be going into C next, which is a bit of a chew on, actually. Yeah, to come out with military and then go into C. Yeah, that's chewy. We might end up just pulling forward, going out of machine factory and then reversing back in. The only thing is then you've got an uphill climb. So we're just about past that switch now. Yep, there we go. Alright, so in terms of switches, it's this one that we want. So next we'll be having a look at C Yard to see what's happening there in terms of what we need to set to get us to where we want to go. You do need a parking brake on. Okay, 30,000 it'll do. Okay, now comes this, yeah, chewy section of deciding what we're going to do next. So we've got C4I and C3I. So directly at the back, we've got CFF 167, which I'm pretty sure is the correct order. CFF 167, so that's going into C4I. So for us to go forward here, we'll be coming out of D, going here, and then reversing into C. So we'll be doing 4I first. All tractors. This is B. So C doesn't have anything in it. So C4 and C3 don't have anything in them. Got some empty car transporters there, so that's cool. Right, so we are literally going to go past it and then reverse up the hill. D6 parked outside for once. D6, DM3, D2, and steamer. Nice selection. Alright, there's the piece of track that we want. Thing is, we don't want to go flying up here because well, flying up to here, I mean, because it's then downhill. Should have used the flag to mark off how many cars there is. That's why I wanted to use a flag for these reds, because obviously they all look alike. I think we've got our flag though in our inventory, so we could technically still mark them if we wanted to. Okay, that'll do nicely. Okay, so we might as well take our time, there's no rush now. 167. So 326, so another 4. 1. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be 196. We've gone too far. It's so easy to do that. Oh no. No, this is right. So this is the last one. So we do have a flag. We'll mark it there. So this is the breaking point. So 1, 2, as I said, there's no rush now. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. C4I. In fact, I think we can drive the train from here. Oops. Ah, we're rolling. Okay, C4I. So we're coming in from this end as already described, and the switches are already set, so we should be all good. There's our white flag. I wonder where these cars and tractors are going. I'd say the tractors obviously farm cars. Who knows? It could be a good little trip after we've got our paint. Okay, so there's our flagged car. There's the sign. So we're not a million miles away. Not that it matters really, it'll just despawn anyway. Go back into our tool shed. Yeah, no time bonus, but 28,000. So we should have over 800,000 by the time we finish that. So it's enough to unlock those last licenses, which is really good. Okay, last stop, 537. Yeah, to 653. 653. Wouldn't be the end of the mission, would it, if it wasn't some sort of minor complication there at the end. Well guys, I really hope you enjoyed that one. I loved it, as usual. I love driving multiple units. I just think it's incredible. Whoops. And I love just throwing those switches as well. Right, let's get paid for our final bit of action here. I'm not going to do anything else apart from get paid. Oh. Handbrake must be applied. Guys, come on. The very thing that I was saying you need to do. I didn't do it. Right. Ah, now we can't even get in the office to get paid. There we go. 24,000, so that puts us... Yeah, just over 800,000. Wow. So guys, I'm not even going to look at our fees. I'll do that next time. I really hope you enjoyed it. This video has been so long. I'm going to do a lot of editing just to get this sorted. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it, guys. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it and it was a good episode for you. If you want to subscribe, please do hit the button and obviously hit the notification bell if you want to receive notifications. Otherwise, guys, please do hit me up in the comments section. And I'll catch you guys again soon. Please do take care.